What's good people? Hopefully everybody is doing okay. Everybody is great. It's on a Tuesday, and as usual, all day, every day, we are here uh, to look onto the charts and also get better all day, every day, uh, and get to see whether we can draw money from these charts. So over here, this is the weekly time frame, and why I did rally to this weekly time frame is from my lower time frame. You can see how we have a kind of consolidation. Then you can see over this price leg how bullish rays are supporting price. We've been bearish. I wanted to see these liquidities being taken and see a bearish reaction, but after I'd considered the XY, I've seen the XY moving lower, meaning gold should be moving high. So that's why I had to go to the higher time frames and see what really should push prices higher. And I really not want I don't want to be married to bullish gold, because being married to buyers is not I don't recommend that. So it's something that we should be looking at. So over here we can see how this previous week closed bearish. This current week, which has 3 days to go, with with several news today, and also FOMC tomorrow I think, and also NFP on Friday. So this might be the manipulation phase. Then maybe we can have the distribution phase during the Friday and the Wednesday news. So for now, I want to see. I'm open-minded, trying to read what this price is showing us. So currently we have this bullish week. This bullish week, you can see, has cleared the previous week's high, the previous week high, and we can see this displacement lower. And over here we can see this order block. I don't know whether we might be rallying higher. I want to see whether we can rally higher. Also, the weekly order block is paired with another inversion verbally gap above the zone. We have the low, we also have the high over here. So I want to drop to the daily time frame and see what's really happening there. Should we be bullish or can we be bearish? So as you can see from sorry guys, so I want to use this weekly range from the high to the low, so that we might determine the premium discount. So over there we have the premium discount from the high to the low. So I'll drop lower to the lower time frame. I guess you can see this what I mean. So I want to make our charts clean. So yeah, that's the low. So we have premium over here. So above this weekly order block that I've labeled there. So I guess this is the weekly order block. Okay? This is the weekly order block. So you can see the weekly order block paired with this weekly inversion verbally gap. So what I'll do, let me have that weekly inversion verbally gap in place, so that we might see, can really price rally to that area. So to the low, yeah, exactly. Use my colors and also do a label. Hopefully my audio is okay today. I realized I did yesterday 3 videos. I did repeat, but I didn't realize my mic was mute. I did unmute it the first time. I don't know whether I double tapped it and then went back to mute, but yeah, that's what happened. My videos, I didn't even post them. I just let the one I posted earlier, because the other ones even doesn't have even the audio, so I let it. So this is the weekly inversion fair value gap paired with the weekly order block that is in premium. So if you're ready to the daily time frame, and over here. So above, I don't know, let me use a lighter, yeah, so that we don't have things really making our charts dirty. So over there, I guess you can spot the weekly inversion fair value gap is also paired with this daily inversion fair value gap. You can see there that had already been revisited over here. Then we can see market retrace lower from that level. Also, we have these daily fair value gap that the market has already tapped us in, and we can see the price action over here from the daily time frame. We had a little kind of consolidation. We had a kind of consolidation that rallied lower. Maybe this was the manipulation phase, maybe, but I'm not sure. Then we can see how price reacted off, created these on Monday. This was on Friday. This is a small wick over here. Then on Monday you can see it closed really bullish, closing above these down close candles, right? Closing above these down close candles, but we want to see to which levels can we anticipate to see this market rally to. And I guess from the daily time frame you can see these move higher, then rally lower to clear the liquidities. So to me, the first move is always the fake out. Maybe this can be a fake out, and then you can see we have now this movement higher. So currently we have this daily order block here, and can I see I had so down close candles inside this bullish price leg. So to me, the daily time frame, is it really clear? We have the manipulation and the accumulation, and maybe the manipulation, then we have that rally. So yesterday closed bullish, closed above this previous day on Friday's high, and also closed above this order block here. So I have a daily order block there. So these this candle, and maybe so label it as my daily order block, yeah. And this can be the order block, and also this the manipulation the proportion block, because it's another block inside an order block, but I'll be using this one. So let me drop lower and see what's really happening. So over here in the 4-hour time frame, you can see the manipulation. You can see these distribution, the accumulation, I mean the distribution that came and cleared these lows. Then you can see the rally higher that for now has created the relatively equal highs has been taken out, and to which area did we experience this manipulation to. So you can see we had a fair value gap here was violated, price rallied lower. We have an inversion fair value gap here that was respected. Let's see whether the consequent encroachment of this inversion fair value gap played part, right there. Exactly. So this inversion fair value gap is from this candle's low to this candle's high. So you can see how the bodies were respecting the consequent encroachment. The wicks did the damage, and from the lower time frame you can see, we will go down and see what really happened here. And we had these fair value gaps over here. So let's see inside here why these wicks were wicking lower. I want us to drop to the 1-hour time frame and see what really pushed the markets lower. We have fair value gaps inside this range. Maybe 30 minutes. nothing really much. Maybe to this to this order block, but really nothing really much other than the 4-hour fair value gap. So back to the 4-hour, and I will get rid of this, because from this level we can see the reaction of which was bullish. And now let me get rid of it, which was bullish. You can see we have another block, market rallied to it. From it we can see a reaction of, we have this fair value gap, this inversion fair value gap. It was a fair value gap, which for me I wanted to see it support price lower, but what can we see here? We see candles that had closed above it. From the low of this candle to the high of this candle, we have this inversion. Price rallied lower. We have a fair value gap here. You can see it was tapped into it, and also we have another inversion fair value gap here, from the high of this candle to the low of this candle, that is labeled in brown. For me, the 4-hour inversion fair value gap. We can see how bodies were respecting the high of these inversion fair value gap. Then we can see a reaction of it that rallied to clear this liquidity. So from the daily, this order block over here, you can see how the candles were reacting off it, right, with bodies respecting at the midpoint of this order block. See these candles weak, yeah, these candles weak that slightly closed below this for the daily order block, then rallied higher using the 4-hour fair value gap high, and also the order blocks high as the support, and then rallied higher. So for me, for this price action here, seeing bullish arrays being respected, you can see this. See how the daily order block is supporting prices higher. See how the inversion fair value gap also candle closing and candle supporting prices higher. See we have these 3-hour order block that is being respected. So to me, with also relatively equal highs that have been created above. Also we are having let me go back. We are having these weekly inversion fair value gap above, also this weekly inversion fair value gap above has fair value gaps here. You can see we have fair value gaps from these candles high, these candles high, I mean these candles high, these candles high to these candles low. We have fair value gaps there, and also another fair value gap from these candles high to these candles low. We have a fair value gap. I don't know. So what I'll do, I'll label the lower fair value gap so that this chart is not that much dirty. That exactly. So we have a fair value gap there, and you can see it's inside premium. Is it really? It's slightly inside premium, but we have another fair value gap that is in premium over here. So we'll wait and see what will be happening. So I'll label that as a 4-hour fair value gap, all right. So I'll get rid of this, because this was the previous, if you can remember, this line was the previous week's high, right? So for me, let me get rid of it, because the high has already been taken, and since we are in discount, I will want us to rally higher to premium, from which we can see the reaction of these two levels, whether we might be further bullish, or we might retrace, or we might react off that zone and be bearish. So with these, we have this 4-hour inversion, which to me will be the draw, my low hanging fruit first, with these liquidities here. So dropping lower 3 hour time frame, we have that fair value gap there below the weekly order block and also the weekly inversion fair value gap in premium, and down to the 2 hour time frames. Let's see the price action around these. So I'll get rid of these 12. So we can see for us to be buyers, we must retrace to discount. That's one thing I usually emphasize. From the low of these to the high of this price leg, you can see the market rallied lower, tapped in, and to what level you have a 3 hour inversion fair value gap here, from which we can see the reaction of, and bodies were respecting the daily order block main threshold, and respecting the consequent encroachment of this 4 hour, and also violating it by closing higher. So premium to discount, you can see it being respected there. And now let's see price action in the 2 hour. What is it really saying? So I'll get rid of this. From here, reaction of the main threshold, we have this down close candle higher, an order block tapped into the order block, and also the 4 inversion fair value gap. Then we can see these move higher. We have an order block here. So using the premium discount arrays from the high of these to the low, want us to determine the discount. So we have a discount slightly below this 4 inversion fair value gap. So to me, I would like to see maybe price dip lower, and I must have what will really draw the markets to these levels from which I can anticipate for buys. So back to the 1 hour, and over here in discount, I guess we have these fair value gap. So I'll push these onto the left. Yeah, so hopefully we getting sense from this video, and we're drawing lessons. Sorry. So we have this high that has been cleared, and from the high that cleared this previous high to the low, we can see the price action there. We have this fair value gap that has been violated, right? So we might be bearish I mean. And to which level are we anticipating to see bearishness, from which we can be buyers? Because we've seen bullish arrays or bearish arrays being disrespected, and other bullish arrays being formed and being respected, right? So we have these 1 hour, from this candle's high to this candle's low, we have this fair value gap. Maybe market will retrace into this zone, maybe the 4 hour inversion fair value gap, from which we would wish to see a reaction of this level higher. And also, since we have this order block, so I will be watching inside these daily this daily order block. So inside the 30 minutes, what we really have, we have a slight fair value gap that has not yet been balanced, right? We have this slight from this candle's low to this candle's high, and that is also the 4 hour inversion fair value gap that is slightly below the 4 hour inversion fair value gap. And also we have an inversion fair value gap this side. So I'm seeing that the price should really dig deeper to this level, to this around this level, from which we can be buyers. So over here, nothing much. Inside the 5 minutes, we have any fair value gap, right? We have this 5 minutes fair value gap paired exactly with this 4 hour inversion fair value gap, with liquidities below here. So to me, these are clean price action from which we can be anticipating for buys, right? So back to the 30 minutes to see price action over here, and what I'm seeing is bearish arrays being respected. Is that all right? Sorry for the disturbance, someone came over here, my friend. So what I was saying is we can see how these bearish arrays are being respected. We have these 30 minutes fair value gap, a candle closure below it with a reference into it, then a continuation lower, a closure below this 30 minutes order block. We have this closure below it, and also a fair value gap has been created there. So do we have a 1 hour? No, not really. So over here, since we have this 30 minutes fair value gap from the low to the high, let me make this wider, man. Yeah, exactly. So from the high of that previous candle, let me make it, yeah, exactly. So what I'm saying is from these high, these candles high, yeah, these candles high to these candles low, right? That's the 30 minutes 30 minutes fair value gap. So from this fair value gap, I want to see a reaction off to these levels. And where are we are this is the New York Open. So let's see whether we can. So this day we have 49 minutes to go before this candle closure. We have this 1 hour. We don't have an immediate rebalance there, and we have no imbalance over here. Everything is balanced. So we'll be watching to see how price react of this fair value gap. We might have can we have a tap in, or has it we can see a shallow tap in, and I don't know whether we will be patient to see price rally back to this 30 minutes fair value gap, because not really has it tapped into it. Then look for confluences lower. As you know, the first move is usually a fake out. So to me, maybe this move lower is a fake out, and then we can see a movement higher that will take the liquidities, then gravitate lower. But what I'll do is sometimes yeah, let's be patient. I want to be patient here. I don't know whether price will rally without me, so let me go prepare my MT5 ready for a short, and my draw on liquidity will be the 5 minutes of these in case, as you can remember, the 5 minutes fair value gap that is inside this. You can see this fair value gap over here. We have these 5 minutes fair value gap that is these inside this 4-hour fair value gap. So this is my draw, because you can see it has not yet been tapped and we have clear liquidities above. So to me, that is my draw on liquidity. So let me go prepare my MT5 and I'll be back soon. Yeah, I'm from preparing my stuff. So but I've really noticed something over here, and what I've noticed is we can see we have these rally move higher, and what I want to see is I would like to see price rally to a premium, and then from which you can be looking for shorts, right? Because we cannot be selling inside discount. For now we are in discount of this price, like from the high to the low we are in discount. So I want to see market rally higher to premium, from which we'll be looking for shorting opportunities. And what I can see, let's go to the higher time frames and see from which level are we really anticipating to see a sell off. So yeah, we have this inversion fair value gap, this 30 minutes inversion fair value gap from that candle's low to this candle's high. So yeah, so label that as a 30 minutes 30 minutes inversion fair value gap. So I want to see a reaction of that 30 minutes inversion fair value gap from which I can be selling, and also I really want to see a reaction, a good this candle reacting to this fair value gap here. I would have liked to see a candle closure with a large wick that taps us in. Then we have this movement lower, right? Yeah. So let's wait and see. Yo guys, what's happening? And hopefully we are here still. So I wanted to see the market retrace to this level here, right? We had a slight fair value gap there. You can see the market has already tapped in. I'm waiting to see this candle closure below a 15 minutes closure, right below these 30 minutes fair value gap. Then a retracement into it. I'll be ready for my entry for a sell. Then my stop, I guess, should be above this high or above this 30 minutes fair value gap for me to be that secure that the market will not retrace to take this high, and maybe this being a fake out. I want to see, I will step, I place my stop loss above this high over here, though we have another fair value gap here. So let's wait and see the 15 minutes candle closure, then we'll be looking for our sells. I will be entering because the opportunity now is here. Now looking for entries, then execution. So it's a matter of execution. And over here what I'm seeing is we have a low, a high, a lower low. Maybe we have this as a breaker, market tapped into it. Right, so we have this fake move lower, and I wasn't in a hurry to take this trade because I was watching the 15 minutes time frame, and what I saw is I really didn't see a candle closure below this 30 minutes inversion fair value gap. So that forced me not to be in a trade. I wanted to see a candle closure, but what can we see over here, where this candle tried lower, then it closed above this midpoint of the 30 minutes inversion fair value gap. Then we can see how the next other candle rallied higher. That I am telling you that usually the first move is usually a fake out, because we had this fair value gap over here, this fair value gap at this side that had been slightly tapped into a rally lower. Then you can see this jump higher. So from these I want to be looking for selling opportunities around now this key area, since we are in premium, and now, and also we have a fair value gap here with also a slight with imbalance with liquidity above this area. So I'll be patient. Maybe the market will rally higher, balance this imbalance and clear this liquidity, from which you can see a rally lower. So let's wait and see, not in any hurry to be in a trade. So patient, and see you in a few again. Okay, since now we are in our area of sale, I want us to look for areas where we can place our stop loss, maybe. And no, yeah, Let's see where we can place our stop. Can it be above these 30 minutes inversion fair gap, above these highs, or probably in the 1 hour, above this rejection block? Could this be an ideal area to consider? Let's place some yeah, that line, and maybe drop to the lower time frames, see to which levels can because we have these liquidity paired with this imbalance. So this is what is making me not to enter this trade in this area. So maybe I could have wanted to see a reaction after this has been engaged, these liquidities and imbalance over here. I want to see reaction of that will make a candle close below this gray zone. Is it gray or orange zone? Then I'll be in for sales. So for now, because of these liquidities, uh, I will just be chilling and wait and see candle closes below these range, this 30 minutes inversion fair value gap, right? Since we have already tapped the consequent encroachment, so if I see closure, any candle closure below this 5 minutes fair value gap, then I will be in for shorts. But we have news in the next 1 hour. The next 1 hour we have around medium impact news, so we'll be chilling, but let's wait and see a reaction, whether we can have a reaction of this liquidity paired with this imbalance, right? But from there I'll be able to determine where my stops will be at. All right, so what I'm seeing is I was referring now to this fair value gap over here. This fair value gap, you've seen a candle closure, you've seen this first fake out move, and now I think I'll be looking for sales around these levels with my stop above this 30 minutes inversion fair value gap, because what I'm seeing, we can see the reactions of these a week that tapped into the consequent encroachment, then a rally lower. So now if this 15 minute candle closes below, then I'll be in for the sales, because I've seen liquidity being grabbed, I've seen the first fake out move, and now we've seen price the retrace to premium. Now we'll be in for sales. So let's wait for this candle retracement higher, then look for entries for my sell, with my stop loss being above the 30 minutes inversion fair value gap. Nice. Now we can enter for a trade inside these 5 minutes fair value gap. There target will be these, as we've been talking from before, with my stop above these 30 minutes fair value gap, and now wait to see whether the market will play as in and rush to our TP, which is this 5 minutes fair value gap here. So my TP will be at the top. You go. So yeah, let's wait and see, because the 15 minutes candle had already closed. We have these that I'm thinking to be an order block that will prevent prices from rallying higher, then these to be my draw, and yeah, let's wait and see, because we're having news. I don't know what will happen over here, but I guess my stop loss is safe. Yeah, so let's wait and see how these prices play out. So few
willy-nilly. I'm taking the actual setups that I look for and everything. That I always take out. I'll take
we have
these same
equal
trades that
highs
I'm
over
posting on
here,
are trades that I went on.
so I might be
So 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10
tempted
times,
to move my stop
you get
loss
a good
above
trade. So
these highs over here,
you just wait.
but let's wait and see how it plays out. For now, because of these equal highs, I can let me now let me move
That's all you can do.
this stop
Quitting
loss
is not an option.
to
There's no
this
option to
high,
quit. There's no option to give up. There's no option to
and
get so mad. Yeah, I was on a phone call, a business phone call, and I screamed at that guy on the phone.
not moving my
But I wasn't screaming at him. I'm screaming like,
let's
oh my
see
God,
whether we can be
So in the previous bull run, we were one of the largest channels making videos about the top altcoins. And those altcoins ended up having some insane.
So I've decided to shift my SL
This
because
year,
of these
however,
equal
is a little
highs.
different. The same altcoins
These
that had
equal
those
highs
massive
over here, and also this imbalance over here. Because we have news, I want to give allowance to these liquidity and these imbalances over there. So let's wait and see how it plays out. So from the charts over here, everything has been violated, and our SL that we had shifted has already been tagged in, and now this is losing trade. And let's see where things went wrong, and also see where we did read things wrong. So over here, let's go to the 30 minute 1 hour and see we had these from these high to this low where we had identified our discount, but price has not retraced to this discount. And let me get rid of this arrow. No, okay, so price never retraced to discount, but why? And I chose this discount from the higher time frame, from the 4 hour. You can see the high we had that had cleared these liquidities. Then you can see the candle rallied lower, then from the low over here to the high, this was the how do you call it, the premium discount. The highs are used for premium discount. And over here you can see this drop lower, and the first move, I don't know, but inside the 1 hour you can see we had the low, another block created, we had a fair value gap already rebalanced, we had this swing low and this swing high. I really don't know whether we should have used these or, but I had to use the higher time frame, right, instead of these 1 hour. So we see this fair value gap had been respected. You can see how the bodies were telling the story, a closure above the fair value gap, and over here we had this rally. And since we have these candles open, right, it's 51 minutes remaining for it to close, so we have a closure above this 1 hour inversion fair value gap paired with this 1 hour inversion fair value gap, a closure of this candle above it. So to some extent this gives us that if bearish arrays have been violated, then we should also we should be open-minded and not sticking with the bias that we had wanted to see price go to this discount level, because bearish and raise have been violated, and they are now being used to support prices higher. So guys, I'll get rid of these to make the charts more clean. And also this, our SL has been taken, and the first news, we had news at 9, has already occurred. So now I guess because of the bearish arrays now being used to support prices higher, we can now look for buys to these levels. Get rid of these to these 4-hour, paired with also the 4-hour inversion, from which sales will be also ideal, right? If you remember from the first parts of these conversations. So what the 5 minutes is saying is we have
massive run-ups may not have the same potential it did before, and with the narratives that exist today, we have a completely different list than what I had talked about in the previous video. You see, I believe this.
So where should be our entries for buys? So from the 30 minutes, what I can see is, so I'll move this tool to the right. Yeah, the midpoint, yeah, it was there as the first lows. So we have these 30 minutes fair value gap inside the 30 minutes inversion fair value gap. So from the high to the low, now that fair value gap, maybe the 1 hour, yeah, we also have that 1 hour inside that range. So can we really anticipate to see a drop lower? So we'll wait to see. I'll not be taking this trade because the trade, the first one, has hit SL. So now we will be looking for tape reading. We'll be doing this for tape reading and only not taking a trade, just reading what price is doing. So let's wait and see whether we might have a retracement to this 30 minutes inversion fair value gap, from which we can maybe anticipate for buys again from that one. So yeah, see you in a few minutes, right? All right. So I want to be closing this video now because whatever we wanted to see has taken place. And remember what I wanted to see market retrace to this premium level, and I had my tool that I wanted to see market retrace to this green zone, and that is my premium. And my two levels that I was watching was this 4-hour inversion fair value gap, as well this weekly, I mean, inversion fair value gap, and with this weekly order block, from which I maybe can be anticipating for sales. And see what we took a loss, and what happened is we wanted to see maybe market retrace to these 4-hour inversion fair value gap that was a discount. You can see over here, this is the trade that I took, that we can see the market was disrespecting these bullish arrays, these bearish arrays. You can see this candle closed above this 30 minutes inversion fair value gap. Then we had this pull, and from this level is where I wanted to see a reaction. But maybe what I did read wrong, or I got it wrong, because I wanted to see this candle closure below this 30 minutes fair value gap. It did close, then we reversed higher to clear liquidities and rallied to the hour draw on liquidity, because I was bullish, but I wanted to see a move to discount, then rally higher. But that didn't happen. But it did rally to my point of interest, my draw on liquidity, which was these premium levels. and then you can see this movement lower. So the lesson I think from today's market is I being because I really didn't pay attention to this level, right? But also at the 30 minutes fair value gap, I guess I was watching, you can see from the 30 minutes what did happen. This candle closed above it, but to me this didn't really give me that clear opportunity to be in buys, but that happened today. We've taken a good it's a good trade, I think, from which we've learned, and now it's about time to close, having drawn our lessons. So until maybe probably tomorrow, so we'll be back again tomorrow for other trades, right? See you later, man.